over Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never.
I've given the IDs to these controls. Now let's cast them. So button it, then set the ID and the variables can be same. Button submit equal to find view by ID. We're going to find the ID in the layout, and that is button submit. And then we'll put the user ID. We'll cast it as edit text. Please make sure that the capital letters of the things which I'm writing are all caps, and do not miss the capital letters, because the error will be shown if you do not put the capital letter where it is needed. So find view by ID, r.id dot user ID, and it shows the ID for the control. Now let's now we need string values. Let's make the string values global. And string user ID, so we have to make a on-click listener for the button. That is button submit dot set on-click listener, new view on-click listener. Then we'll get the user ID that the user has given in the text field in these variables that we have created, the string variables. Text dot get text dot toString. I've explained in my previous video why I'm using trim. So user password equal to now we have got the user ID and password in the text fields, from the text fields in the string variables. Now what we need to do is we need to check the user and password both are as per what we need or not. So we'll give a condition statement, that is if user ID dot equals let's say and user password 123, sorry, I'm not 1234. If this and this equals to what we want, then it will change the activity to the second activity, else will show a toast message. So toast dot make text. Now we in this toast.make test we have to first give the activity that we are working on. So we can give this. Now you have to write the message itself. So we'll write user ID or password entered dot the how you want to show it. You want to show the length short or long, you have to describe. So length, long or short. I need a short length, so short dot show. Now this is showing an error because it's inside the set on click listener, and we have to write the activity name itself, main activity. Now it will work and won't show the error. Now the only thing left is when the user gives the correct credentials, the activity changes. Now we need to create a new activity. So right click on the Java folder, select new, then go to activity, then select the empty activity. Asking for a name for the activity, so we'll just name it as second. So as in the previous video I've said that every activity you create, the Java class files are contained in the underneath the Java folder, and there's also a layout file which is created underneath the layout folder. So there is this activity second layout XML, and the second activity .java. This is the Java class. Now this also takes time to initialize. So as it is initializing, let's write our code. Now we need to change the activity when the user gives the correct credentials. So we'll write intent, as this is an intent. As it is showing a red mark, we'll click in the middle and press Alt Enter. So you can see intent package. Now we'll write new intent main activity dot this. Now make sure you write main activity dot this, then the second activity dot class. Then we'll write start activity intent. Now what we did here. So we have created a new intent variable which contains a new intent which has this main activity in the initial position and the second activity dot class in the secondary position, which tells the code that we need to migrate from main activity to second activity. And on the second line, we are creating a code that is start activity, and we need to start the activity of this intent, the second activity dot class. So let's run and see what it does. So my build has been completed. Now let's check the application. So this is the application. Now the first edit text is asking for the user ID. Let's give a wrong user ID, which will be random one. Let's give a wrong password, random one, and click submit. Click submit. it shows a toast message and it disappears. Now let's click submit again and read the thing. User ID or password entered is not correct, which is when it is wrong. The user ID or password entered is not correct. Now let's check with the right user ID and wrong password. It shows the same thing because we have given a condition that the user ID and password should be equal to this and this. Then only the intent changes, else the toast message is shown. Also, let's give a random user ID, the right password, that is 1234. Let's click submit and it is showing the same error. Now the password is right. Let's give the correct ID, then click submit. And as you can see, this activity has been changed to the second activity. Now you can press back to go to the first activity. And let's do one thing. Let's create a text view in the second activity so that you know it is the second activity. So text view, let's zoom in. Let's constrain it from all the sides, the top, and then the bottom. So we'll write second activity so that you know that this is the second activity. Let's run the program again. Okay, let me just tell you that these two icons, this is for running the program in a new way, and this is for applying the changes only. So if your program is running and you're changing just a line or just a snippet of the code, so you can just make a change and the application state will be the same. The changes will be reflected. So my application has fired up. Now let's put the right ID and the right password. Now when we click submit, changes to the second activity, as we have written a text view in here in the middle, second activity. So this is the second activity. And again we press back, this is the first activity. So this is a flawless thing. Now let's click submit again, and the second activity, again the back, first activity. So this is how to change activity. And in this class, I have taught you these 4 very important points about the edit text control, the action bar, the constraint layout, and we have also successfully made an app, a user ID password app, which checks whether the correct user and password credentials are given or not and redirects the user to the second activity. Now, if you have liked this video, if this has been helpful to you, please subscribe to my channel for more videos, and also share this video amongst your friends who wants to learn Android programming. So I'm making it very easy and very straightforward for you to learn. So please support me and be beside me. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye bye.